Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is our reaction to Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 1. I'm super excited. I don't know about you, but we're just going to get right into it. There's a couple things we got to mention right off the bat, but we're just going to get right into it after those. First, I've read partway through the manga. I don't obviously want to say where I've read to the manga because Lindsay is totally fresh, but it won't take me that long to get caught back up. But yeah, we hope you support the official release. Watch on Crunchyroll, Funimation, and you can get the uncuts on our Patreon. But so if you're a patron, you want to watch the uncut, it's over there. If you want to see our uncut reaction, then you can go to our Patreon, patreon.com/Boldcast. But we hope you leave a like. We hope you subscribe. This is not only just an incredibly hyped show that we're really excited for, but if you guys want to help us out, if you guys like the videos, and if you like us, then we hope you leave a like and subscribe. Really helps us out. But most of all, we hope you enjoy our reaction to Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 1. Let's go. Okay, we saw this part in the trailer. Oh shit, we're getting right into it. Oh my god. We've been refreshing the page all morning. Falco. Colt. He's got the armband. Ender Magath.
Years.
Wow, we really got hit.
What?
Wait, what? Oh shit. I need my notepad. Give me a pen.
Oh, look.
Yeah, that's the end of the war. Yeah, so they're fighting a completely different nation, like, but it's kind of it's set up kind of like the walls. Kind of cool. Warrior candidates.
Interesting.
Which one will be the next warrior? Final test. Parody is the island.
Yeah.
Successor of the Armored Titan. The other side of the sea. Are we still in the war zone? Yeah. Still in the trenches? Prepared for what? Bunch of grenades? Galliard and Pieck. That showed up. That jutsu? Oh. The armored train. I love the technology. They haven't quite developed a tank, like an engine strong enough to carry that stuff around.
You'd be fucked.
Yeah. 9 years ago at this point. So that means it's been, what, 4 years?
Yeah, they're saying the war has been going on for 4 years. Yeah, sure. Great.
I'm sure they're just so thrilled. Fucking actual suicide. Actual suicide mission. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so they all have the like yellow one if they're like good.
They're chosen to be
Yeah.
Candidates for the Titans.
Okay,
He's
so
already
they-
been chosen.
Yeah.
For the Beast, yeah. Just using every opportunity. This kid. It's a win-win if she frames it like that. What were you gonna say?
She has a very convincing argument.
Yeah. Because if he said no, you are worth more than 800 soldiers, then he'd basically be admitting, okay, you will succeed the armor. But now she has a chance to prove herself. Just do it.
Whip it up onto the tracks.
Her expression is looking very grim. She looks like she's focusing on an enemy. Exceptional aim!
Oh, damn. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. Galliard. What are you doing?
You can't help her run.
She's such like a psycho.
Oh.
Galliard. Oh, it's CG.
Yeah.
With like an armored face as well. I could be wrong, but I think it's the same thing as like the hardening power. Got a goatee now. So they've managed to weaponize the Titans pretty much completely, but fucking lost them. Lost 2 of them because they got greedy. Jesus, man. They're still just charging into a bunch of fucking machine guns. Great, one of them got over the wall. Oh my god.
Ripping up the tracks. Nice.
So this must be the Jaws Titan. I know, but this is they said earlier, said in the Jaws in the cart.
Oh yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
that's the cart. That's the four-legged one that we saw earlier. But yeah. So the trailer was. Oh my god. It's got a whole fucking like. I love that. I love that design. It's so cool.
Yeah, that fucking guy. Why did a Marlian like me get shot at?
Serious racism. Don't get caught in it.
Oh my god.
That's so fucked up. That's literally like in a butcher. They're like on meat hooks almost. What are they, like drugged?
They're gonna like turn into titans in the air.
Oh, the new track. Holy shit.
That's such an epic and cool move, but really rough.
He's got the royal blood in him. Oh my fucking god. And then they just get back up. Jesus. Can you fucking imagine? The kinetic bombardment, that's dope. Roughly half.
It's interesting because even if they die on impact, as long as they hit something on the way down,
Yeah, there's still a bomb.
yeah.
Like, more walls. I imagine you would be. They changed the Titan transformation thing. It's not like orange, it's all yellow now. So badass. Oh, we're almost at the end already. Oh shit. Went through his arm. Oh fuck. They're using a lot more CG in this, but I don't really mind it.
Oh, there's another one on the inside of the wall. Oh.
They must have been expecting to get breached. Oh, there goes the whole arm.
There goes the train.
I like the inside of the Titan shots way more. Just in time. Oh, he's like blocking it. Oh my god.
It's just destroyed.
And then he comes in at the end. The ammo stores, just like with the rocks, except they're fucking shells. Oh, the fleet.
That is sucks for the fleet.
Yeah. They shot a volley just before they hit. Death. I think that's it. Oh, no. Technology's catching up. Oh, wow.
They really just went right into it.
They
but that's
did
not
indeed.
even. But then they like just went right into it. But then they just finished the war, and now other shit's happened. They just,
Exactly.
Man.
And apparently the war was started because of their failure.
Yeah, I guess because they lost, like, multiple Titans, and then everyone else was like, oh, well, they don't have those Titans anymore, so they're an easy target, let's go get them.
I think more because they didn't get their coordinate. Because
Mm-hmm. Weaker than they were before.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I've read forward a little bit, but I don't know, I have no idea. So I'm just interpreting this based on what we've seen in this first episode. But they're all like, I legitimately don't know this, and I'm pretty sure there's nothing in here that will spoil you at all. But, so those kids are all, like, candidates for the Armored Titan, and then Falco was just, like, flying, I had a dream I was flying around killing Titans, and, okay, so there's a couple things that, basically, my conclusion is, my thesis is, like, that dream was like Aaron's dream at the beginning of the whole series, like when he wakes up and Mikasa's like, Aaron, why are you crying? And he just had the dream of like the whole series. Mm-hmm. That's a theory anyway, because the first episode is titled 2,000 years from now or something. And he just had a dream, and if you watch the first episode again, or if you like pay attention to the whole coordinate thing and how the coordinate is like paths of everything, and how fucking Aaron Kruger, the previous Attack Titan, knew, he was like, when he was talking to Grisha, when he gave him the power, he was just like, protect Mikasa and Armin.
Yeah.
And everyone was just, and both of them and everyone who watching was just like, what the fuck? He can like time travel in his brain. Mm-hmm. And so it means that like everything is connected to this one piece. And I think that is happening with Falco here.
He's like tied. He's
tied in with that.
Yeah.
So either he gets the Armored Titan or he gets a Titan power of some sort. That's my prediction, because that's the only way it makes sense with fucking, you know, like getting those, unless that was just a random thing, but I don't think it was.
I think
the
that
fact that the final season starts off with him, he's featured prominently in the ending. It's him with a falcon, by the way, that's made of fire, turns into the tree that is like the paths to the coordinate.
Yeah, I don't think they would have just thrown that in there for no reason. That's definitely something.
That's I don't know if he becomes the core. He's still like sort of hooked into that network, but yeah, I don't know. That's just my theory, because that was way too like, oh, I was flying around with a sword killing Titans. What? And it's like, oh, ha ha ha. That's what the show's about. It's like, wait, what are you this kid doesn't know about the fucking, like, maybe they know, but like,
yeah,
that's really specific. Yeah. And it seems an awful lot like the whole thing of him looking up, like, and he's like, oh, who am I? Because that's what Aaron said when he had all those memories back when he was in the cell. He was just like, wait, who am I? When he like woke up after dreaming of his dad and like all the previous shit and backing up in the memory banks. That's what he asked as well. He was completely disoriented and lost all sense of self, like fucking like Bran from fucking Game of Thrones. It's just like you get hooked into this network that's like beyond human comprehension, and like you lose all your sense of self, and who you are based on your memories is completely irrelevant because you have other people's memories and all this other information. So I think that's a pretty strong prediction, because there's a lot going into that. And that's not based on my manga knowledge at all, because I don't think I've read that far ahead of this. But yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, what's the girl's name?
Gabby.
She's so funny. I really like her.
Super ambitious as well. Like,
yeah, but like
cutthroat.
You can tell she's just really into it.
Yeah,
like
big
she's
time.
there's no hesitation there, and she's like laughing like some sort of maniac as she's getting shot at running away. Yeah. Definitely. I don't know. I feel like when a show that you've been watching for a while starts the new season with all new characters, mostly like they're like trying to get, and they kind of have to make you as the watcher accept that and form some kind of attachment to these new main characters within the first episode is best, or else you might not want to keep watching. And I feel like they did that. They definitely got some distinct personality out of these kids. Right off the bat. And then they threw in, like, a couple familiar faces just to, like, let you know.
Reiner and Zeke.
Give you a bit more of a place in what's going on. I think it was a really well done episode 1.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's awesome. What do you think of the visuals overall?
I think it was pretty good. I did also notice the CG going on, but it's a lot of CG. It's not off-putting, to me at least.
Here's the thing. I don't prefer it, but I'm okay with it because it looks good. Like, it looks fine. Although the only times like CG was used on Titans before, other than like background or whatever, like things here and there, all of the Titans were like the Titan shifters, it was all CG for them, pretty much. I think there might have been a couple 2D shots, but it was like pretty much CG Titan shifters. That only happened for the fucking Colossal Titan in like seasons 2 and 3. But other than that, it was all 2D. I hope it allows them to
do more,
pick it up in other places. That's what I want. It's just it's gonna take a lot of getting used to for me because
especially since you loved season 1 so much.
Season 1 style was so different. There was a lot of CG in that, but like the horses style were CG, and the art style in general was very different. But this new art style will take some getting used to. But it is Mappa. I have faith that they'll do it justice, but it's already feeling like a different show kind of. And maybe that's just, I mean, like I said, I've read this part in the manga, but it's not just the characters, it's like the way people are drawn, the different like lighting choices, and the camera movement and stuff like that. I've noticed it's changed over time, but I can really tell here like the cinematography and how they're framing everything it gives a different feel than the previous seasons. And that does not to say I'm not hopeful. I'm definitely still hopeful. I want it to do well. Obviously, this is one of my favorite series of all time. But I'm definitely liking it. That was a good intro episode. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's interesting as well I feel like you get so much just out of what they showed us, like the candidates for the next Armored Titan as well, and then the fact that they already have the next Beast Titan pre-picked out, and he's older.
Falco's older brother.
Yeah, he's Falco's older brother, and also he's just significantly older than the candidates for the Armored Titan. They seem to all be the same age. It seems like because how many years is it? That like
13 years.
13 years.
The curse of
so they
Ymir.
must have been planning out.
Yes, because Zeke is obviously older than Rhina and Bertolt,
so they must have been
Annie.
having this thing in place, which is just, I guess, good to introduce that they have this in place and they're not just winging it. They're like have this elite program and apparently they spend a fuck ton of money on it. Of training these children for their destiny.
And it is you can tell it's kind of a weird dynamic because they are still seen as devils. They're still seen as the scum of the earth whose ancestors subjugated the entire world and crushed everyone beneath their feet, and like apparently there was like ethnic cleansing involved and a bunch of crazy shit. So now this is basically they're paying for the sins of their fathers essentially, or their mother, because Ymir was a female. But like even though they are still seen as that, they have to at least respect their lives, if not them as people, They
Yeah.
have to at least respect the fact that they are valuable assets, which causes them to get... It's a weird... You can tell there's like a weird thing of like, I hate you, but I have to protect you, or at least consider you as valuable, even though we cannot stand the fact that you're even alive. You disgust me. So, yeah, it's fucking terrible, but it's just really interesting to watch, like,
and it's so
higher-ups.
fucked, the like rest of them, not the candidates, just like the other random people, and they're just like, oh yeah, now you have to prove that you're like not bad by going and dying.
It's like you are sinning by being alive. Therefore, in order to have a chance at redemption in death, you have to sacrifice yourself and have a chance at being honorable, and you will be remembered. When really, if our flashback to Grisha's backstory taught us anything about how the Marleyans view Eldians, they will not be honored or remembered at all, and even just how they're being treated now. Like the guy who was saying, "Oh, you will be honored," and all this stuff. He's also like, "Oh, get the fuck away from me, you disgusting creature!" Like it's so bad. Like
the whole thing is just. But I guess
propaganda being like manipulating
and also
them.
like the fact that the technology is like catching up to Titans is putting a lot of pressure on them. It's really interesting, but also I like this like alternate technology where it's not the same as like technology would have developed in our history.
You mean the train?
Like just having sort of like slightly different things in there instead of let's get bombs that can defeat this thing. It's like, the anti-Titan designed thing to attack Titans. They designed the
shells to be armor piercing.
Yeah.
Also, the just a little bit of history. I don't know if on a train, but back in the day, I think in either early World War II or late World War I, the German... Have you heard of the German Tiger tank? It was Germany's, like, their tank. It's like we had... I think it was called the Abrams tank, or that might be a more modern thing. Anyway, our tanks, the American tanks, were, like, way shittier, but we made so many of them. The Germans made the Tiger tank, which was a incredibly efficient and well-engineered thing. It was worth like four of America's tanks. But before it was a tank, what they did was, because the gun and the ammo was too heavy, they didn't have an engine developed well enough to like attach the gun to it, so they put it in a cart and dragged it behind it like a big truck, essentially. And that was like the first iteration of the tank. So I think that they're taking inspiration from that, possibly, or from other things in history. But it's so cool to see that, like, it's on a rail that just goes around.
They have like tracks all over the place.
That's the thing that I love about Isayama's writing and the way he considers the logic of the world that he's writing. He really cares about that consistency and making things make sense logically from an engineering perspective, at least like on the level. Obviously, like the whole ODM gear is like really fantastic and everything, but like he considers, it's the gas is like taken from this over here, the steel is reinforced in this way, the tracks go around, like just the way he thinks about it logically. Like, how would this work in an actual battle? What is the strategy that somebody could, like, how would this work? He really pays attention to those details. You can tell in like everything that he does. And that's why Attack on Titan, I think, is so well designed as a series, is because it's so consistent logically with everything it sets up. And you can tell there's like a clear awareness of that. And it's really awesome. It's what I really love about his, like, one of the things I love about his writing style. But yeah. Anything else you want to say? Excited for next one?
Yeah, I'm excited for next one. I wasn't sure if I was going to like super like it right away. The thing about me is I don't really like change, so whenever anything changes, I immediately hate it. But this was all right. I feel like they did. I genuinely think that they did a good job of like setting up what else is going on and like not going back and forth of like, oh yeah, here's like everyone that you know hanging out and doing whatever, and instead they just focus and get you really acquainted with the new characters. Yeah. And like what else is going on, so that you have a really good idea of what the rest of the world and like what is going on outside of like the one place that you've been the entire time.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of have to, and they did. I think they pull it off really well.
I think they did a good job.
And there was the person at the end walking around, bought like a newspaper. Do you know what that's about? I know what that's about.
I don't know what that's about.
Do you think it's somebody we know or somebody new?
I don't know. I don't know who it could be that we know. But I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Alrighty. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Make sure to like and subscribe. Really helps us out when you guys like and subscribe on the videos. Uncuts are on patreon.com/boldcast. Link in the description. But hope you enjoyed most of all. And we'll see you next week for the next Attack on Titan episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye. Thank you to all of our patrons, especially those in the Student Council.
Zenge,
John Ortega,
Aurora,
Lewis,
Christian Bay,
Kage Uzumaki,
Dreadful XR,
Xiao Lao,
Brian,
Handicap Bonkai,
D23L,
Charles Liu,
Jude Caspino Buford,
Nick Psycho,
Michael Wells,
King Mr. Mew,
Rifleman Z51,
Thelmus Celetius,
Brandon Bruce,
Yankee,
Vanonian,
Yuki Ali,
Mord Tarragon,
Josh Carey Gray,
Jordan Agnew,
Lolly Convict,
Redacted,
Zachary Porth,
Mohammed Burnham Ahmed,
Michael E. Zabel,
Callum Forsyth,
Nicholas Woody,
Soma Yukahara,
Dogs Free,
It's Your Boy Dom,
Christian Nielsen,
Phantom,
Quant Tuggle,
Proyectos Informatica,
Sugar Daddy Alex,
Terra.
Hunter Wayne Germany. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.